Prophecy of 1679 by Leade, a heavenly spy. There shall be a total and full redemption by Christ. This is a hidden mystery not to be understood without the revelation of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is at hand to reveal the same to all holy seekers and loving inquirers. The completion of such a redemption is withheld and abstracted by the apocalyptical or revelation seal. Wherefore, as the Spirit of God shall open up seal after seal, so shall this redemption come to be revealed both particularly and universally. In the gradual opening of the mystery of redemption in Christ does consist of the unsearchable wisdom of God, which may continually reveal new and fresh thing to the worthy seeker, in order to which the ark testimony in heaven shall be opened before the end of this age, and the living testimony herein contained shall be unsealed. The presence of the divine ark will constitute the life of this virgin church, and wherever this body is, there must the ark of necessity be. The unsealing the living testimony within the ark God must begin the promulgation of the everlasting gospel of the kingdom. The proclamation of the testimony will be as the sounding of a trumpet of alarm to the nations of professed Christendom. Authority shall be given by Christ to the putting end to all controversies concerning the true church that is born of the new Jerusalem mother. This decision will be the actual sealing of the body of Christ with the name or authority of God, giving them a commission to act by the same. This new name or authority will distinguish them from the 7,000 names of Babylon. The election and preparation of this virgin church is to be after a secret and a hidden manner. As David in his ministry was chosen and anointed by the prophet of the Lord, yet was not admitted to the outward profession of the kingdom for a considerable time afterward. Of the stem David, a virgin church, which has known nothing of man or human constitution, is to be born, and it shall require some time for it to get out of the minority and the right and the full and the mature age. The birth of this virgin church was typified by St. John's vision, where the great wonder appeared in heaven, bringing forth her firstborn that was caught up to the throne of God, or identified with the authority of God. For as a virgin woman brought forth Christ after the flesh, so shall a virgin church bring forth the newborn after the Spirit, which shall be endowed with the seventh Spirit of God. This church, so brought forth and sealed with the mark of divine authority, will have no bonds or impositions, but the holy unction among these newborn spirits will be all and all. There is not at this day, 1679, visible upon the earth such a church, all profession being found light when weighed in the balances. Therefore, they are rejected by the supreme judge, which rejection will be for this cause, that out of them may come a new and a glorious church. Then shall the glory of God, the Lamb, so rest upon this typical tabernacle, so that it shall be called the tabernacle of wisdom, and though it is not known in visibility, but it shall be seen as a coming out of the wilderness within a short time. Then it shall go on to multiply and propagate itself universally, not only to the number of the firstborn, 144,000, but also to the remnant of the seed, against whom the dragon will make a war continually. Wherefore the Spirit David shall revive in this blossoming root. This will have might given them to overcome the dragon and his angels, even as David overcame Goliath and the Philistine army. This will be the standing up to great Prince Michael, and the appearance of Moses against Pharaoh, in order that the chosen seed may be brought out of hard servitude. Egypt does figure with a servile creation, under which Abraham's seed groans. But the prophet and the most prophetical generation will the Most High raise up, who shall deliver the people by the force of spiritual arms, for which there must be certain head powers to bear the first office, who are to be persons in favor with God, whose dread and fear shall fall on all nations, visible and invisible, because the mighty acting power of the Holy Spirit which shall rest upon them. For Christ will appear in some chosen vessels to bring into the promised land the new creation state. Thus Moses, Joshua, and Aaron may be considered types with such upon whom the same Spirit will come, but yet in greater proportion, whereby they shall make way for the ransom of the Lord to return to Mount Zion, but none shall stand on the ground, but those who have become tried stones after the pattern and the similitude of Christ. There will be fiery trials through which a very few will be able to pass or bear up in it, whereby the waiters for this visible breaking forth are strictly charged to hold fast and wait together in the unity of a pure love. This trial will be of absolute necessity to all for the clearing away of all remaining infirmities in natural mind, and the burning of all he, wood, and stubble. For nothing must remain in the fire, but the refiner shall he purify the sons of the kingdom. There will be some will be fully redeemed, being clothed upon with a priestly garment of the Melchizedek order. This will qualify them for governing authority. Therefore it is required on their part to suffer the spirit of burning, and the fanning the fair breath, searching every part within them until they rise and a fixed body from whence the wonders are to flow out. Upon this body will be the fixation, the Urim and Thummim, that is a portion of the Melchizedek priesthood, whose descent is not counted in the genealogy and that creation which is under the fall, but in another genealogy, which is a new creation. Hence, these priests will have a deep inward search and divine sight into sacred things of deity, will be able to prophesy in the clear ground, not darkly and enigmatically, for they will know what is crushed in the first originality of all beings. In the internal anti-type of nature, will be able to bring them forth according to the divine counsel and ordination. The Lord sweareth in truth and righteousness that from Abraham's line, according to the Spirit, there shall arise a holy priesthood. Abraham the Sarah, when a type of that which would be produced and manifested in the last age. The mighty spirit of Cyrus is appointed to lay the foundation of this third temple as supported in the building. There are characteristics and marks whereby the pure Virgin Church shall be known and distinguished from all other, and whereby the unction and the true sound of the Holy Spirit shall be discerned. from all the others that are low, false, and counterfeit. There must be a manifestation of the Spirit whereby to edify and raise up this church, whereby bringing heaven down upon the earth and representing here the new Jerusalem state in order, to which the Spirit is thus begotten, the born of God, are sent to New Jerusalem bow, where the head in majesty does reign. None but those who have so ascended and received his glory shall condescend to commit the same, being thereby his representatives on the earth, and subordinate praise under him now. He that has ascended and glorified has made himself, as it were, our debtor. Consequently, he will not be wanting in qualifying and furnishing certain high principal instruments, who shall be most humble, as little regarded as David was, who he will dignify with honor and priestly sovereignty, will join to them the scattered flocks, and gathering them into one fold are the 4 nations. Therefore, there shall be a holy emulation and ambition stirred up among the bands believers, that they may be of the first fruits unto him that raising from the dead, and so be made principal agents for him and with him, that they may be possible of the number of the firstborn of the new Jerusalem mother, all true eaters of the kingdom in spirit, on whatsoever professions may be, all to be numbered among the virgin spirit, to whom this message pertains. Be watchful and quicken your pace. Amen.